In our world lead, as U.S. military aid to Ukraine rapidly dries up, it is shaping up to be a bitter winter for that country. Russia continues to target apartment buildings where civilians live. Ukraine's Air Force says Russia launched 17 drones and 6 guided missiles overnight. CNN's Anna Koren is in Ukraine, where she spent time with a courageous group that is the lifeline for communities under constant Russian bombardment.
At a warehouse stocked with humanitarian aid, 23-year-old police officer Dmytro Solovy picks up supplies. Food, water, hygiene products and a generator are on the list. He's part of the White Angels unit, and they're heading to his hometown of Avdiivka in the Donetsk region on the Eastern Front, where one of the most fierce and bloody battles is being waged in the war in Ukraine. I was born in this town, he tells me. My neighbours are there, my relatives, my friends. It's my duty to help them. We are their hope. But getting to Avdiivka is a death trap. Shortly after leaving us, with his GoPro rolling, he spots Russian shelling through the windscreen. Look, the bomb has landed. Report incoming of an ugly bastard. And there's another one, he tells his colleague. Russian artillery, mortars and drones target the road, and yet Dmytro remains calm. This perilous journey has become routine, despite multiple close calls. Driving past the sign that proudly states Avdiivka is Ukraine, the town of once 30,000 residents is now deserted, devoid of the living, as almost every single building has been shelled. But surprisingly, some people still live here, including Dr. Vitaly Sintnik, head of the local hospital. Diagnosed with terminal cancer, he's decided he's not going anywhere. We have a job and we do it, he explains. He called the White Angels to evacuate a man who'd just been injured from shrapnel. As they load him into the van, the idle chatter is interrupted.
Minka.
Incoming. It's a mortar, explains the doctor. Sometimes it rustles and then bang. That would be a tank. As the explosions get louder, it's time to go. This is the road to Avdiivka. There is one way in, one way out. We are not allowed to travel to the town, which is 17 kilometres away. The military has banned all media, saying it's just too dangerous. But for the White Angels, they travel on this road multiple times a week, risking their lives to support the less than 1,300 people still living in the town. As the White Angels begin the dangerous drive out, Dmytro reflects. It's very sad what's happening to my town, but one day we'll rebuild Avdiivka and I will live there with my grandchildren. We just need to believe. A belief that keeps this community among the ruins alive. Those White Angels, Jake, they're incredibly courageous. As we know, this war is approaching the end of its second year, and that US aid is absolutely vital. It cannot be underestimated, but we know it's under threat. US Congress is due to vote on that $61 billion military aid package tomorrow. The Republicans, as we know, they are wavering, and that would be absolutely devastating if it was not to get through. President Zelensky, he was supposed to make a last-ditch appeal to the House and the Senate via video link tonight. That was ditched at the very last minute. We don't know why, Jake. However, what we can tell you is that we've returned from the Eastern Front, spending time with soldiers who are fighting that battle in Avdiivka. They say it is difficult, that sacrifices are being made, blood and treasure being spent, but they will fight. They just need the weapons.
Anna Koren in Kyiv for us. Thank you so much.